Bagaimana bisa seorang ibu yang seharusnya mendidik anaknya menjadi lebih baik malah memprovokasi anaknya untuk melakukan tindakan yang sangat kejam?
She's gone.
174 confirm signal 7.
Setelah melakukan aksi kejam ini, sang anak justru menyerahkan diri kepada polisi.
I'm trying to be the best person. Don't worry.
Dan korban dari aksi kejamnya ini adalah mantan kekasihnya sendiri yang juga merupakan ibu dari anak mereka yang masih balita. Selamat datang di Dimensi Arsip. Ini adalah kasus Keith H. Kasus ini terjadi pada tanggal 11 Agustus 2023 di Pensacola, Florida. Polisi dapat laporan dari salah satu karyawan toko bangunan yang bilang baru aja ada aksi penembakan. Begitu polisi tiba di lokasi, korban udah tergeletak nggak bernyawa dengan beberapa luka tembak. Sementara sang pelaku udah kabur meninggalkan lokasi kejadian.
She's gone.
174 confirm signal 7.
There's multiple shells.
Yep, we're just yeah, because we got casings. Don't kick them, please.
That's what I told him. Don't.
Is she a worker here?
No, well, she's.
Let's not pick any of them up.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not even mark them. Let's.
I mean, there may be shells up in the stall he was looking.
So
We keep the shit out of this.
no, we're okay. At that point, we're good. Yeah, confirm. Yeah,
Clear on out.
yeah. Let's. If you want to go out that side, just be careful not to kick anything.
Polisi pun langsung gerak cepat mengamankan area sekitar, menjadikan lokasi ini sebagai TKP pembunuhan dan mulai memeriksa para saksi.
Everybody needs to get out. 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 Everybody needs to get out of the store. Everybody needs to get out of the store. Okay. What you got? That's my truck right there. I see my truck. I just loaded up and started the truck. I saw the guy run around the corner. He had on a blue jacket, black male, 25 to 30, 6'1", slim build. He had a Glock 19 in this hand running. When I saw the Glock, I'm like, oh shit. I started out across the
So black male around in his 20s, 6'1", Glock
mostly
19.
blue with white stripes on the sweat jacket, workout jacket, zip up the front workout jacket. I think he got in a black Cadillac SRX.
Okay.
I mean, if I saw him, I can tell you who he was. I know him. And employees ran out and said, he just shot somebody. He's got 10 employees ran across the parking lot. And then the first one of you guys pulled him.
Setelah nanya-nanya ke beberapa saksi, polisi langsung minta rekaman CCTV toko. Di rekaman ini kelihatan jelas pelaku lari keluar toko setelah nembak korban, dan ciri-cirinya persis banget kayak yang diomongin saksi. Nah, di tengah kepanikan ini, salah satu karyawan toko yang bernama Sheila mendatangi polisi dan mengaku kenal dekat sama korban.
I know this is hard, but we are trying to find this guy. Okay? Brooklyn
Fields. Brooklyn Taylor Fields.
And you're an employee?
Yeah.
And she's one of my supervisors.
Supervisor. Okay.
My name is Sheila. I'm sorry.
Did you hear or see anything?
No, I was in.
Okay. And so you...
I heard gunshots, and I just.
Okay. And how far away were you from this? To be, you must have been close because you heard him. And you heard him say, "You think I'm playing with you," and then next thing you know, like 7 gunshots.
I just heard him the fall.
Do you know her well at all? Do you know if she has?
I know.
Does she have a baby daddy?
Yeah, my son is her baby daddy.
Your son is her child. Have they been having issues?
No.
Okay. What's your son's name?
Keith.
Are they broken up?
Oh, they hadn't been together in years.
But they have children together.
One baby. They hadn't been together since the baby was born.
They don't have any issues. Blackmail your son? No. Okay.
Di sini, kalian bisa lihat, Sheila sangat terpukul atas kematian mantan kekasih anaknya itu.
Okay. Oh, EMS! Get EMS! Somebody, EMS! Come here. Hey. All right. Okay. All right. Now, someone get somebody now!
Gara-gara kondisi Sheila yang lemes dan gak kuat berdiri, polisi jelas gak bisa dapat info tambahan dari dia. Tapi gak berselang lama, polisi justru dapat telepon dari si pelaku itu sendiri.
Call 911, where's your emergency?
Hello.
Yes, 911.
Please, I'm trying to put myself in.
You're where?
I'm trying to put myself in.
What are you trying to turn yourself in for?
Oh man, I'm a mistake. I don't know. I do my gun. I don't have a gun, but I just want to shoot you. I can't.
And are you a white or a black male?
I'm black.
You said you're blackmail? What are you wearing? Khaki pants and what, blue shirt, you said?
Gray shirt.
If you see the officers, you just need to show them your hands and stuff so they know you don't have any weapons on you, okay?
I already took off my
Your hands are in the air now.
Ya, seperti yang bisa lu lihat sendiri, tersangka menyerahkan diri tanpa perlawanan yang berarti. Nah, di sini lu bisa lihat saat udah di ruang interogasi, lu bisa lihat gimana cara mereka pendekatan ke pelaku. Gak ada aksi intimidasi, gertak-gertak atau main kasar. Pendekatannya halus banget sampai bikin pelaku luluh.
Asking me questions. You mind if I hit your first name so I know who I'm talking with? What's happened is happened, okay? We can't go back now, all right? What we can try to do is,
Well, help us we want to understand, but before that,
how about we start with just your name? I don't even know who I'm talking to. How can I understand if I don't even know who you are? Right? I told you who I am. We don't even know who your family is. You'll be able to tell anybody.
what's your name? Say Keith.
How old are you?
I've been to Brooklyn. I used to break her stuff. I get mad, I broke her phone. They don't like me. Because I found out she cheated, I broke her phone. I mean, I found out she cheated, I broke the window. I got mad. Mama said you got anger problems. My mom was on drugs, I went with her. People don't check on me. People don't care about me.
So is that what upset you more, was the STD, or that she was stepping out on you?
Hell, the STD. I don't. Brooklyn can live my life. Well, dumbass. I didn't have no problem with Brooklyn. With Brooklyn being with somebody else. All I had a problem with was the STD. I don't, I'm already scared. I'm scared. Because she lied on me to get the restraining order. Now go back over there. All it takes is her to be like, Right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to jail me. You be real with me?
Absolutely, go ahead.
Is she still alive?
No, she's dead.
Thank you for the honesty.
Okay. Swear that what you told me today is the truth to the best of knowledge.
To the best of my knowledge, yes, sir, is the truth.
Okay.
And then everything you told us because you wanted to tell us. It wasn't.
Yeah,
Promise you, we didn't threaten
you. Didn't promise me, you didn't threaten me anything. Everything I knew, I already knew what was going to happen, what was going down. Can I talk to you for a second? Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I know y'all got my phone. Yeah. And stuff like that. I had to text my mama beforehand.
You text your mama what?
I had to text my mama beforehand. I was just telling her, like, I just want to die. I was like, she's like, I'm going to jail. It's like, jail, hell. She's like, I want police to kill.
Lu denger sendiri kan alasannya? Cuma gara-gara nuduh Brooklyn selingkuh dan ngerasa ditularin penyakit kelamin, Keith tega menghabisi nyawa mantan kekasihnya itu. Di momen pengakuan Keith inilah, polisi akhirnya berhasil memulihkan pesan-pesan yang sebelumnya telah dihapus dari HP Keith. Dan polisi menemukan percakapan di mana sang ibu ternyata telah memprovokasi Keith untuk membunuh Brooklyn. Akhirnya, ibu Keith, Sheila, dipanggil ke kantor untuk dimintai keterangan lebih lanjut.
Surprise you to find out that the text messages on Keith's phone weren't deleted between you and him that day?
Between me and him? I mean, I'm surprised. It
wouldn't surprise you. Okay.
I said, that's when I told Brooklyn, crazy texted. She said, let me see your phone. Okay. I don't know exactly what was texting, but I knew read something, and when she gave it back, I said, don't antagonize him. And I can tell you when I took the phone back, is when I started trying to say, hey, like, you're going to do this to your baby and this and that. You will be able to tell. If you would read the text, you'll be able to tell when the attitude switches.
Let me ask you this while we're here. Why on earth would you send him that address? He had no idea where that girl was.
Okay.
If it hadn't been you sending that address. You basically put these things in motion. You sit here and tell me that you love Brooklyn, but you sent that girl up to be killed. Is what happened.
Walau dia terus-terusan nggak mengakui semua ini, pesan Keith ini nggak bisa bohong karena terlihat jelas banget dia memprovokasi Keith buat ngebunuh Brooklyn serta ngirim lokasi keberadaan Brooklyn ke Keith. Dia akhirnya dinyatakan bersalah dengan dakwaan yang bisa lu dengar sendiri di sini.
You're being charged with first-degree premeditated murder, principle.
So what that means is that you aid, abet, assist, encourage.
Yes, sir.
him to engage in the first-degree murder, which he did.
Tak hanya ibunya, Keith juga didakwa atas pembunuhan tingkat pertama dan penganiayaan berat. 4 bulan berlalu, kasus ini akhirnya masuk ke persidangan. Keith A.G. resmi divonis hukuman penjara seumur hidup tanpa kemungkinan bebas bersyarat. Sementara Sheila A.G. juga akhirnya dinyatakan bersalah dan dijatuhi hukuman yang sama, yaitu penjara seumur hidup tanpa kemungkinan bebas bersyarat. Dan yang paling tragis, hasil medis nyatain kalau Brooklyn ternyata sama sekali gak pernah kena penyakit kelamin. Jadi, untuk hukuman penjara di kasus ini, semuanya sudah jelas. Keduanya dijatuhi hukuman penjara seumur hidup tanpa kemungkinan bebas bersyarat. Jadi, Keith dan Sheila akan menghabiskan sisa hidup mereka di penjara. Dan buat kalian, tetap jaga diri, stay safe di jalan, sampai ketemu di kasus berikutnya. Bye!